Baseball Card Market Report for May 12th through the 18th, 2022, plus 3,000 hits in the investment corner. Party like it's 1979, 3,000 hits in the investment corner. We've sort of been on a 3,000 hit kick around here lately, so what better way to keep the theme going than to drop some money that's not ours on cards that belong to someone else, showing members of the 3,000 Club. As always, we'll fake spend about $1,000 buying only cards that have actually sold recently on eBay and paying the selling price, but not the actual shipping or handling. With those parameters in mind, here are the additions to our portfolio for May of 2022. 1975 Topps Mini George Brett Rookie Card, number 228, PSA 5, $111. The 1975 Topps Minis have been among the coolest cards going for nearly 50 years now, and they used to be more valuable and sought after than the big base cards. Things have sort of evened out in that way, but anytime you can pick up maybe the most iconic rookie card of the 1970s, crunched down into the grooviest package imaginable, you have to buy it. 1975 Topps Robin Yount Rookie Card, number 223, PSA 7, $152.52. Yount always ran just a few steps behind Brett during his career, picking up All-Star nods and MVP awards and the such after his more ballyhooed counterpart. And Yount's 1975 rookie card, which eventually caught up with the hemorrhoid for a while in the 1980s, has landed several steps back here in the great baseball hereafter. Still, Yount is a 3,000 hit man with 2 MVP awards, one more than Brett, and a guy who looked like he might have a shot at Pete Rose's all-time hit record before retiring early to formulate lemonade beverage. If you're not in the market for a truckload of Robinade, this card is a decent proxy. 1982 Topps Traded Cal Ripken Jr. Rookie Card, number 98T, PSA 8, $176. Right, there's nothing about this card that's going to sneak up on the market. I mean, it drove the whole dang market for a period there in the 1990s. But baseball cards also don't come much more solid or dependable than this one, much like the man himself. 1974 Topps Dave Winfield Rookie Card, number 456, PSA 8, $300. When it became clear in the 1990s that Winfield was headed towards some big career milestones and likely a Hall of Fame plaque, this card took off. Heck, for a few years there, when he was bouncing around among playoff contenders and closing in on 3,000, Winfield's rookie card was one of the hottest in the hobby. He cooled off considerably after hanging up his spikes and making the Cooperstown cut, but it's still one of the key cards of the decade. 1978 Topps Eddie Murray Rookie Card, number 36, PSA 8, $201.50. And speaking of key cards from the 1970s, Steady Eddie was one of the very few young guys to get his own card in 1978 rather than sharing real estate with 3 others. And when he started cranking out RBIs like they were frowns for the Orioles in the 1980s, he was one of the first late 1970 cards to take off in price. With more than 500 home runs to go with his 3,000 plus hits, Murray is in rare company, joining Hank Aaron and Willie Mays. Then staring disdainfully at RAFAEL PALMEIRO, Albert Pujols, Alex Rodriguez, and Miguel Cabrera signed up for the club later on. This is a hefty chunk of change, sure, but it's a hobby classic. 1979 Topps Paul Molitor, number 24, PSA 8, $52. Even in the 1980s, most collectors realized that Molitor's first solo card, this one, was a condition rarity, as it almost always was off-center. It didn't matter much at all back then, though, because 1, it wasn't a rookie card, 2, Molitor couldn't stay on the field, and 3, centering schmentering. Now, though Molitor is a Hall of Famer, condition is everything, and this one is pretty well centered. Winner. 1987 Donruss Rafael Palmeiro rated rookie, number 43, PSA 9, $6. Yes, now that 1978 Topps Eddie Murray is staring disdainfully at me, but we need to spend another $6 or so to get close to our grand budget limit. And you never know, Rafi might make another comeback, then tack on another couple of home runs and a dozen hits, and become a hero for the old farts who are starting their own testosterone replacement therapy squarely in the needle. Then what would you pay for this black beauty? Yeah, probably still not $6, but whatever. All in all, that's $999.02 spent on rookie cards that eventually represented more than 21,000 hits in the major leagues. Seem like a bargain when you think about it that way, huh? Also sort of makes you wonder how these hitmen would make out in today's game, when Bigfoots toss mud BBs from the mound at the speed of sound. You know they're the immovable objects of May. So last May, we celebrated the ongoing onslaught of no-hitters, which continues unabated, by the way, by dropping our fake bills into the cards of pitchers who tossed at least 3 no-nos during their careers. Think of them as the immovable objects to the 3,000 hit dudes' irreversible forces. Here is how the Mound's investments did for us over the last year. 1969 Topps Nolan Ryan PSA 6, bought 5/20/21 for $456, sold 5/20/22 for $400. Profit loss, minus $56, minus 12%. 1962 Topps Sandy Koufax PSA 6, bought 5/20/21 for $178.50, sold 5/20/22 for $160. Profit loss, minus $18.50, minus 10%. 2006 Fleer Tradition Justin Verlander PSA 10, bought 5/20/21 for $57.87, sold 5/20/22 for $75. Profit loss, $17.13, 30%. 1952 Wheaties Bob Feller Portrait PSA 9, bought 5/20/21 for $266.18, sold 5/20/22 for $266. Profit loss, minus 18 cents, 0%. 1960 Fleer Cy Young PSA 9 OC, bought 5/20/21 for $45, sold 5/20/22 for $50. Profit loss, $5, 11%. The price we'd have to pay now, or sold, is culled from the PSA auction prices realized tool, generally taking the most recent sales of any given card in any given condition as our barometer, and leaning on recent eBay sales in some cases. Oh, so maybe the market is just a little bored with all the outrageous pitching stats and feats right now, because this wasn't pretty. Last year, we fake spent $1,003.55 on those cards. This month, we sold them for $951, a loss of $52.55, or a smidge more than 5%. There weren't really any recent sales of Feller or Young cards, though, so those May of 2022 numbers are extrapolation/wags. Our overall results might have been better with real sale numbers of those two, or maybe they might have even been worse. All of which is a good reminder that these prices of cardboards with no intrinsic value, which means investing in them, is not always the best use of one's money. Fake or not, and no matter how many no-hitters are involved. Hopefully last week's big spenders will fare better. WaxPackGods.com